The Republicans, who are in favor of cryptocurrency, have a majority in both the House of Representatives and the Senate. In the House of Representatives, Republicans hold a majority of 219 to 215, while in the Senate, they hold a majority of 53 to 47. It appears that President Trump's pro-crypto agenda and progress toward a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies that encourages innovation while safeguarding investors are both within reach. Even though the Republicans have a slight advantage on Capitol Hill, the vote on Senate Bill 121 from the previous year highlighted the fact that crypto is supported by both parties. The vote in SAB 121 indicates that there is little resistance from policymakers in the United States to making the United States a global leader in blockchain technology. According to Anthony Scaramucci, who referred to the vote on Senate Bill 121 on Thursday, January 2, he stated that every single Democrat who is younger than 60 years old voted against the bill. The Securities and Exchange Commission, mandates that businesses, particularly banks, must include cryptocurrency assets on their balance sheets, even if they are holding the cryptocurrency in client custody. This mandate is known as Staff Accounting Bulletin 121, SA 121, to prevent the vote from going into force. President Joe Biden exercised his veto power. The Republicans, the controversy around Ripple and the appeal, the ongoing case between the Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple continues to dominate market attention as the December 15 deadline draws closer. In light of the extended deadline, the markets anticipate that the SEC will submit its opening brief concerning the appeal by January 15th. It would be just a few days until Gary Gensler, the chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission, steps down, paving the way for Paul Atkins, the former commissioner. Paul Atkins was recommended by Trump as a candidate to assist his pro-crypto agenda. When it comes to the agency's efforts to enforce cryptography, legal experts recommend that Atkins take a different approach, including abandoning the appeal against Ripple. The appeal will continue for now, and that process takes about a year, said Mark Fagel, a former attorney for the Securities and Exchange Commission, who believes that the SEC might move on with the appeal while Chair Gensler was in charge, but then withdraw it under the new leadership. Nevertheless, there remains the risk that a new administration will decide to try to get the appeal dismissed. It's not something I can recall ever happening before, but it's not impossible, and it could even be rather realistic. The abandonment of the appeal might be supported by a reorganization of the SEC. Internal rules of the SEC stipulate that the decision of whether or not to continue with an appeal is made by a vote of the agency and not by the chair alone. Former Commissioner Carolyn Crenshaw's unsuccessful renomination vote and the departure of Commissioner Jamie Lizarraga January 17 and Chair Gensler 20 could swing a vote in Ripple's favor. A move by the SEC to withdraw the appeal might potentially strengthen XRP's position in the market. On the other hand, an appeal would mean that Ripple's future would continue to be clouded by legal ambiguity. There may be a shift in public opinion toward Trump's pro-crypto policy if the SEC pursues its appeal against Ripple. Price movements of XRP, a winning run for XRP was extended to 4 sessions on Friday, January 3, when it closed at $2.4, a 2.21% increase over its previous closing price. The broader crypto market gained 2.62%, increasing the entire market worth to $3.41 trillion. Speculation about the SEC abandoning its Ripple appeal could boost XRP toward $3. If, on the other hand, withdrawal is made, the token can reach its all-time high of $3.55, which it reached in 2018. The alternative is that if the SEC issues its opening brief, the price of XRP could go below $2. If the CC withdraws its appeal of the Ripple case by January 15, XRP could skyrocket to levels beyond $3. Methodologically, in 2025, a sales ruling could solidify XRP status as a non-security. Demand for Bitcoin and market optimism are both sparked by President Trump's strategic Bitcoin reserve plan. SSC versus Ripple, the implications of the transition of the chair of the SEC for XRP, there was a resurgence of interest among investors in the SEC versus Ripple case on Wednesday, January 1, as significant developments continue to take place in January 2025. The following are important days for the appeal-related opening brief submitted by the SEC. The deadline is January 15th. On January 17, Democratic SEC Commissioner Jamie Lizarraga resigns from his position at the agency. Donald Trump's inauguration takes place on January 20th, the same day the SEC chair Gary Gensler resigns. In December of 2024, the price of XRP reached its all-time high of $2.90, driven by the expectation that the SEC would withdraw its appeal. On the other hand, XRP failed to find support before falling below $2. If the appeal were to be withdrawn by January 15, it would be the best possible outcome for XRP, as it would have the ability to push the token over its record high of $3, which was reached on January 18. On the other hand, the Securities and Exchange Commission could move forward with the opening brief, but the incoming chair of the SEC, Paul Atkins, and the commissioners could choose to withdraw the brief. There is a possibility that the upcoming SEC chair, Paul Atkins, and the commissioners whom Trump has nominated to replace Carlene Crenshaw and Jay Mazzariga will be in favor of terminating the Ripple case. XRP, on the other hand, might be subject to selling pressure if the SEC submits a well-presented case for an appeal, which might result in the cryptocurrency falling below $2. While this is going on, an eventual closed meeting and an internal vote to withdraw would most likely be in favor of an XRP rise to new record high. Internal rules of the SEC stipulate that the decision of whether or not to continue with an appeal is made by a vote of the agency and not by the chair alone. Programmatic sales of XRP ruling sets precedent. The CC appeal relies on the important programmatic sales of XRP judgment. Approving XRP spot ETF applications would also be a big XRP win. Attorney Jake Chervinsky, who is a proponent of cryptocurrency and serves as the chief legal officer of the cryptocurrency venture capital firm Variant, emphasized the emotion of the market by adding, "It is the first day of the first year in history when cryptocurrency will have the support of the United States federal government. What may be accomplished in a single day might be overestimated by the market. The District of Columbia moves slowly, and genuine change requires time and effort. Nevertheless, the stars are set for cryptocurrency in the year 2025. Price movements of XRP following a rise of 1.26% on Tuesday. XRP experienced a spike of 11 on Wednesday, January 1, reaching a closing price of $2.32. The overall market, which increased by 1.92 to reach a total market valuation of $3.250 trillion, was significantly exceeded by XRP. Worthy is the fact that Whale Alert only reported this one enormous transaction as opposed to the typical 2 or 3 transfers of comparable scale that were witnessed in the preceding months. XRP is currently trading at $2.42, which is a gain of 1.6 over the previous 24 hours, as reported by CoinMarketCap. The information that has been provided is not intended to be trading advice. There is no responsibility for any investments that are made based on the information that is provided on this page. Before making any decision about investments, we strongly advise conducting independent research and consulting with a knowledgeable professional.